good macros, easy carbs, easy starchy carbs. You're not going to say anything? I kind of need to eat this entire time. You know what? Are you guys really not going to say anything? I'm going to eat on camera, and there's no chat. I'm just going to be gone. Hi, Dacian. Dacian. How are you? Can you see that I updated the name of the stream? I'm gonna level up my cookies. Doing all right. Dacian. I like to say it in Swedish now. Dacian. You see, guys, I'm feeling great. I'm just very relaxed and calm and chill. I actually managed to come down from high up above in time to get a day of a retreat. Dacian says, I don't think I've ever caught a live stream. Well, congratulations, man. Now you have the chance to send that super chat you've been waiting for. Call it last stream, the super chat stream. Got some generous contributions, like one major one, but honestly, just talk. I'm not gonna be here. I'll go level up. I'm gonna keep some of these corn cookies. Shepesh, what's your solution to the trolley problem? So the trolley problem, I guess this is where I see the trolley head towards trade track that's gonna split like this, and it's currently heading towards one or the multiple people. There are multiple people on the track on one side, but I can pull a lever to kill instead just a one person to the side. So the issue there would be, you know, do you like get involved and do something wrong? You make it wrong and now it's your fault because you pull the lever. Instead of you carrying no responsibility for the people to the side, you now carry the responsibility for killing one. But I guess, you know, if it's the actuality of the situation that I have this opportunity, then I think I must do it. I think the right thing to do must be to pull it and unfortunately kill the one person. Because, you know, it's part of God's plan. If God gives me the option to actually just pull a lever to have one person die instead of like 5, I mean, it's not going to feel good to do it, but it's the right thing to do then, if I've been given this opportunity to do it. So that's the way I look at it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I was watching people talk about the trolley problem, having reasonings, and honestly, I feel like it's fucking atheist, stupid idiots that, and I say these words very provokingly. I want an atheist to realize that, you know, it's such a loaded level of consciousness to be an atheist, honestly. That is my view. I know that some people who call themselves the word still would end up having some aligning beliefs where I'm like, well, I think you're less atheist than you think then. Because if you mean like actual atheist, yeah, that's just so stupid now to me. How can you be? It's like, it's so, that's like complete ego, you know? Like the ego is actually fully in charge of you, manage you, delude you so much. So hi Theo, yeah. Trolley problem. You know what, dog? It's good you back home. Glad you're here. Missed you, boy. Man, you definitely got hit up inside. What do you mean, man? I mean, I don't get that last sentence. I mean, I'm trying to understand the tone in this message, or even the meaning of it. I mean, because you're nice, you're a good guy, right? You know what, dog? Good you back home. Glad you're here. Missed you, boy. Man, you definitely got hit up inside. Hit up inside. Hit up inside. I'm not getting that. Vivek, that's a really interesting way to look at it. You mean with a trolley problem? Yeah, I mean, you look, yeah, because if you're an atheist, I guess I'm tired. Honestly, it's like Theo is really going into shutdown mode. It's like you were starting to see, like, okay, I'm seeing my computer has been on too long. It's starting to collapse a bit. It's like, yeah, it's still a good fucking computer or operator within or whatever. It's a good flow, even through a tired system, is the point. So, you know, I'm going to be able to give you good answers in the end now, but excuse me if I'm just like, what did I even start talking about there? But yeah, if you're an atheist, you might fool yourself and delude you in some weird, like, because you're running from your responsibility. Like, no, I don't even want to get around. You know, if you were an atheist and that's what your decision was. But to me, it's just like, well, if I can do so there's less evil done, well, then that's the right thing to do. It just must be. Yeah. Are some people doomed forever to always be hedonists, atheists, chefesh? Trolley problem. I don't, this fucking shit with, actually, not just because, you know, if it is one person, one general person versus five general people, that's what makes it the right choice. I cannot get this, like, I am to compare three atheists to one person with it. It's like, you know, I get kill more people because one likes me more. Falling apart. Me now, like I'm falling into. I didn't feel. When I was outside, I was feeling good, but I wasn't in like troll mode. I feel like I'm a tired troll. Like the stream, guys. Maybe, just maybe, send some appreciation through super chat. These are electrolytes. Oh yeah. See, you see how I like lose my train if something else, because the current thing for you that was around when I talked about the current thing. I'm gonna get something here. I'll be right back. Rice cookies. So those that I ate are corn cookies with a flavor of butter and salt. And so I got rice cookies, and I got butter, and I got salt. It's the same thing, but better. So we're gonna have that. Some carbs. It's like I feel so relaxed doing streams these days. It's like I can do whatever. It's just optimal. I'm optimizing. Now I can even just get some carbs in here before it's too late and eat them with you guys. So where were we there? Yeah. So confusing. I don't want to see my screen even on the computer because I see the delay. I just want to see the chat on the computer. So are some people doomed forever to be always hedonist atheists? Well, that's kind of why I also believe in this cycle of reincarnation. Um, you know, you're going to be stuck trying to elevate, possibly through different lives, human lifetimes. That's the way I look at it. So, yeah, some people might be, if they don't learn the lessons on their time around here, they have doomed themselves. They like lost the game, you know. Oh, upside down. It's so funny, guys. Oh, in these kinds of states, like this happens towards the end of the day. Sometimes it's like, even though I'm feeling good, it's like start malfunctioning. It's like just do dumb stuff suddenly. In the midst of the flow, part of the flow is suddenly just like getting stuck in something stupid because I'm not quite paying attention. Oh my god. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna be around for super long. So you see, I can clearly use some sleep soon. Well, let's see. It's just a reference from GTA 5. Found that dialogue so funny, always, so I keep using it whenever someone is gone. Yeah, it's just that, it was just the last sentence that made me like, what? Because it could have been just a funny reference and I just get the message. I'm trying to understand, like, in what, man, you definitely got hit up inside. Hit up inside. It's like, okay, where it comes from, it's like, okay, someone got beat up or during their stay in the joint. Yeah, guys. I'm putting butter on rice cookies. It's funny. I see that he's written some things in the chat, but I'm gotta put my attention into putting butter on the rice cookies. If I have to say Coach Theo or 10 guys, I say Theo because he has the power of 1,000 guys. Well, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I don't know that it's the right thing to do, but I can still. If you think so, if you truly think so, then that must say a lot about me. How much you believe in me. That's an interesting one. Ice Slipper. No, I saw Carbless 88. That was an interesting one. Why do you erase the interesting one? I'm glad I saw it before you took it away. You asked, what is the mind? Ice Slipper says, hey man, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm just like breaking down, going into shutdown mode. Soon time to rest. Carbless 88, what's your problem? Why are you so afraid when the message is wrong? Erase it. And why do you do it twice? Mystical Stab Artist. Theo, your sock puppet is funny, man. The comments remind me of Kim Jong Il. Yeah, man, but you mean that guy that sometimes comes to the comments? He's not just on my stuff. It's like it's mainly from the natural bodybuilding kind of noble natty sphere. Those kinds of guys, and like trolly people, like the people that Jason Blaha and stuff. I've seen it on his streams. Yeah. No, I'm sorry, man. That you said did you read did you read my whole novel in the chat earlier about these random freakouts that I get? No, I'm sorry, man. There was something happened. Something happened with the stream on my phone. It looked like, well, everything I'm seeing on the screen, like it says live. I see a time ticking. Then I come home and I put up the chat here because I was surprised. I saw the viewers were dropping off. I'm like, why? The stream is going, why? Because it was so linear to that people just kept dropping off suddenly. And then I come home and open the screen like, it got hung up for whatever reason. No, so the unfortunate part about that, since I can keep streaming, but I missed your little, what did you call it? Novel. I'm sorry. It's a chat that I would have needed. Yeah, I mean, write it again if you can. Yeah. It's like I didn't want to push you to like repeat yourself, write it all out if it was long. Mystical stab artist, I understand you're just trying to be funny. Are you like gaslighting me or something, bro? That you think that I'm the sock puppet guy, or what are you talking about? I'm not understanding you, man. No, but come on, Carl. Mindset. You know, Carlos 88. It was so funny that I liked the first version of your question. It was apparently not what you were gonna express. I thought it was Theo. What is the mind? Just Theo. What is the mind? Because I talked about it. I'll keep that in mind. When someone says that, what do they mean? Where will they keep what and where? Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, guys. Mindful. Yeah. So I like that version the better. Did you? Yeah, no. So Carlos 88, what the actual question was, Theo, what is the mindset to stop drinking and smoking? Twice FM. Twice deleted due to shitty language suggestions on the chat. The mindset to stop. I mean, you have to realize what it is, guys. And this is what I feel like I have messages from the future, you know, in the sense that I used to look at addiction in a completely wrong way. That, like, it's just a bad behavior that you should stop doing. But there are certain things, at certain point with certain things, we're just lazy, just very comfortable in a habit. But, you know, realize that you are a sinner, pretty much, honestly. That you are a sinner and the addiction is a symptom of pain. It's, you know, the more pain we haven't healed from, the more we have to do some kind of, you know, some kind of pain relief, addictive behavior. So when you can see that, and you kind of try to understand your pain, where it's coming from, so you can heal it, now with an actual intention all the time that I'm going to be drinking less, I'm going to be smoking less, or I'm going to wait for the right time. Like, you know, drink less. Maybe someone that drinks but can't fully stop. Drink less is a good start. Can I, in the situations that I would like to have alcohol, can I just regulate myself by having sort of plan? I'm going to drink, and this drink, these 3 drinks, instead of just having no cap, drinking way too much. And then you just have this intention that you want to do it less if you want to quit altogether. But you have to stop judging yourself for it, because it is an expression of pain. So when you find, you know, ask your pain what it's all about, and you find the answers, which might take some effort, you know, then when you heal that pain, suddenly the need for the addiction is even gone. You don't have to try. Now you can choose. Do I want to indulge in some of this? Actual butter now. Much better. I had to read this out loud when I tried to eat. Can I make like a Google voice reader out or something? I'm sure I could if I was less of a boomer with computers these days. Styrofoam. Theo, is that styrofoam? Mystical stab artist says. What even is that? I'm sorry, let me finish this cookie. I'm gonna read your chat. It's a great stream so far, right? Okay, Mia. I wrote that sometimes I get these freakouts where I suddenly feel trapped in the universe, like it's a cage that I can't break out of, because outside of that cage there is nothing. I see there's another message in the middle there, and that it feels like my brain can suddenly grasp eternity and want to run away from this universe, from death. There's just nowhere to go. and then a few minutes later I snap back. It feels like there is no solution to me suddenly that could satisfy me. Living forever, reincarnation, being in heaven, it's all equally as horrible when I had a kind of freak out. I don't even know if these freakouts are really because of that or for some different reason, because they occur very rarely. And then I sat back, like there's something I am not getting. Yeah, man, I mean, I talked a little bit. It wasn't the exact same thing. I wouldn't have used your words. I would have did with the thing that happened to me. But I said that when I kind of faced the twin flame thing, and when I like really thought about it, I was sitting here on a day, similar time of the day actually. But yeah, this was on Wednesday, similar time, and just having, it's like I started going to actually like fully realizing what it would mean if the twin flame thing is true. Like I started going into like oneness. I felt like it was like I saw it almost in my field of vision, everything like that. And it was like I saw something that I was like, I'm not ready to go there yet. Not yet. Not quite yet. I want to be Theo a little bit still. But I wouldn't, I mean, the way I see it is like being a fucking great man, jacked and stacked, giga chad, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's like, I don't know. My feeling when I read your message was still one of fear, and I feel like I was scared in the moment. I was scared, like, oof, is there a level that's really, really like almost like a new dimension that I can even quite describe what I saw. I can only describe it as realizing that I'm actually one with everything. It was like, wow, I'm not quite ready for that to really just. I mean, because I have huge detachment from who I am, Theo, just my ride, right? Where it's like not really being like, oh, I really was just like nothing, a little speck out on the edge of everything. Yeah, yeah, man. What my point is, I'm a man, so I'm gonna have to face that, whatever that was, the day I'm ready for it, which I saw, whatever that is, that I wasn't, not yet. Mystical star artist. You have identity detachment, any other weird symptoms? And come on, guys. Have I not made my case enough that I'm just Theo? I'm fine. It's like I have in not detachment. I mean detachment in a good way. It's like I can fully embrace who Theo just is without holding back. Understand? I'm not going, oh, I should be this way. Why? Who am I? Oh, I'm a fucking gay ass. I'm thinking about someone that's the major identity crisis of the actual gay trans people, really think, really want to fool themselves that they are this new identity, identifying with weird stuff, their own stuff, trying to fix who they are on the surface when the core cannot be changed. It's about discovering that core. So, I'm just close to God. I fully Theo. And I don't mean I'm sure I cannot completely know every person through the screen, right? And especially you, man, mystical stab artist. You have such a weird tone many times, and so the way it's hard not to read it almost as a little like, come on, man, like why do you have to throw that negative shit on me? It's like everything is great. I'm just having fun. Hey, Carlos88 said, that will not help because I think everybody has to deal with that himself. Still a good advice. Thank you. I'm not knowing exactly what you said that in response to, but honestly, you should be fucking humble when I give advice about addiction. I've worked with this for 7 years, trying to understand all these things on the deepest level. It is difficult. Many of my clients, when I work with, it's the kinds of clients I've had, it's always been about healing in a sense. And many guys, there is a soldier here and there that's just ready to execute the plan exactly as it is. But so many, they have some idea of what's going to happen. Theo knows very well that you're going to get in your own way somehow. If you're not honest with it from the start, I'm going to get to see it on what level it is and at with you. But escaping addictive, toxic patterns of different kinds, that's like what I've collected data working directly with people over time, So I happen to know that there can be a strategy for certain things. Sometimes it's like with the no-fap thing. Oh, Theo, do you think it's good or not? Well, if you are a freaking porn addict, then you cannot do any sort of gradual thing that you could do with certain things. Well, if you can be black and white and just stop it completely, well, then do that, And then also, I guess if you want some practical advice with a thing like alcohol and smoking, it's like the environment. What you cannot do with willpower alone, because you only have as much willpower as you've healed. That's the point. Then if you can control the environment, so that would be still going cold turkey with something. You create an environment when you're not going to have it around for you to do, right? So, yeah, controlling the environment. Don't have the whatever the addictive thing is at home. Avoid people that push you in that direction. Avoid going places where you're extra weak. Stuff like that. Those would be the practical things. Electrolytes. Love salt. Love salt so much. Salt is important, guys. Trust Theo. Ayub, you said something before. I'm gonna go up to it. Yeah. Come on. I will. It's like auto. Never mind. Hey bro, Ayub Sayiri. Hey bro, been living alone for a semi-job thing, and I got heavily addicted to CS, by playing Counter-Strike, playing all day, every day, to the point I ruined my sleep schedule and resigned from my job. Tips to escape loop. Loop, yeah. Yeah, do this rice cookie. Let me prepare another rice cookie with butter and salt while I ponder your question. Counter-Strike, yeah, I always liked Counter-Strike. I've not been a huge PC gamer, but Counter-Strike, I really got hooked on. I play Counter-Strike Source. And yeah, man, it's very addictive. It's very addictive. Usually I want to be good. Next round, I'm gonna get a streak, and it feels so good when you have some good games. It's like there's enough like in those games that it can feel unique. Certain things you do and that. It's just a satisfying. It's just a good. I always felt like it was the best first-person shooter I tried. Like, yeah, if there's like a first-person shooter for the sake of first-person shooter, good guys versus bad guys, Yeah, Counter-Strike just felt best. Yeah, man, escape that loop. I mean, I think you know what you should do. The Counter-Strike needs to go like completely. You fucking resign your job and everything. I'm not thinking you're gonna be able to change it into a healthy thing if it went that far, right? You just away with it. Away with it. Block it. There's like two, that's the thing. When it comes to strategy with quitting something, it's either black and white actually. Cut it off completely. Just or if you're a person that's going to be too weak for that, in that sense, you moderate. But someone, yeah, well, moderation and the cold turkey both can be the right choice. It depends on the person and circumstances, kind of the point I'm a little slow to get to now. Mystical Stavardis answers me, I had dreams out of body experience where I solved great unsolved mathematic problems, and when I woke up, I quickly tried to scribble down the answer, but it frustratingly faded from my mind. Yeah, I realize now that you go to a different realm. In the dream realm, I realized they know what is so crazy that I realized, guys. Anything you can imagine can exist in this universe. What I mean by that is that even if it's very, very far from existing right now, whatever it is, the mere fact that you can imagine it means that by taking what's in the universe and organizing it certain ways, the fundamental building blocks, if you understand what I mean, you could make it. And I just since I started to think it's more clearly that God is living through all of us, it becomes so meta when I think of I haven't watched much Rick and Morty. Like I remember back in the day, I watched the first few seasons. Then I don't really watch anything like that now. I've transcended that kind of thing for so long, like pure entertainment. I have my select things, and then I'm like a boomer, not a boomer even, like an old dog. Like I just stick to what I know I already like. I listen to the same thing. I'm losing myself in all my thinking, guys, because I'm not thinking linear at all. Yeah, I don't do entertainment much, but what was it? Where was I with the dreams? The dreams. See, this is a definitely a pattern of Theo. It's a pattern, and it really comes out now because I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed soon. I'm not gonna stay around here too soon. But to which of the stuff I had in mind, which one, what direction was I actually heading in? On the body experience, imagination. Yeah, well, the dream realm is some kind of manifestation of you also. Are you happy to get to watch me eat my rice cookies? A rice cake. Where were we here? Ayub Sahiri. We are nothingness taking form. Your ego is trying to escape responsibility to be a creator. This is what it's about. Your soul, fragment of God, have already decided. Yeah, man. Exactly. Am I fucking coward that didn't go into the complete unity there? It's just like I got a sense that I'm not ready for it. Because do you know what it felt like? If I go there, if I go beyond whatever I saw there, it's like Theo wouldn't even just die, but the soul would leave. It's like there would live a empty Theo shell here, but it's like maybe the body would still be alive. You see what I mean? It's like I go into a coma, but I'm actually not there. The flesh is alive. Do you think you can do that? Imagine it like this as a metaphor, that if I teleport, let's say I learned the skill of teleportation, but I cannot, not clothes, they not follow. So now you see me just disappear and see the clothes fall down afterwards here on the ground. That it's like the same. The soul disappeared, so the body just fell down. semen retention. Again, I'm just gonna plow through the chat and this Zoom, guys. I just, because it ended not right. Hey guys, you're here. Pay Daddy Theo. Pay Brother Theo. Super chats. Christ is King. Theo is risen. I like saying Christ is King, even though I don't identify as a Christian. You know what? Because that's the thing. I don't like the religion. I don't like religion. I like what it's actually about, you know. So when you say Christ is King, it's like, well, I know that Christ represents what I'm into, regardless of what any book says after that. So I'm happy to say Christ is King. Yeah. Video games slowly destroy your soul. Yeah, I mean, it's a distraction from the actual game. You know, I realize that. I say that in videos. So it is like, you know, do you know why video games are so addictive for boys? Because you can, you know, sometimes that's one thing about certain addiction. It's almost like the addiction in and of itself is like the trauma that it got introduced to you too early. Because how can a boy, a little boy, I remember the way I felt when I like saw Super Mario 64 when I'm like 4 years old, 4 or 5. I see it in other, when I'm at someone else's place and they have it, I'm like, wow, entire world, I could jump and do stuff in a way that I cannot in real life. And then I finally got it for myself. Like, wow, 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 wow. There's an entire castle and all these paintings and worlds you can jump into. Yeah, I got so hooked on video games. So video games. The funny thing is that somehow it's still some kind of expression of trauma, because I've never had to try to play less video games. It's just something that gradually went away. I just want to do less of. Let's see. Yeah, when I was a child, I had these freakouts where I was thinking about being in heaven forever, and then I started freaking out too. I think I even asked my parents if there was going to be gaming consoles and stuff like that there because of it becoming boring in heaven. Boring in heaven, but that's the thing. You have like a child's sense that you will be in heaven, but a child's like idea of what heaven would be like. Yeah, you know, it would be video games. You just kind of do all the stuff. All the good stuff is there, and all the good people are there. But you know, it's a different realm, brother. It's like it's not even about that. When you're actually in heaven, it's like whatever it's like, you're in being completely. It's just your being, state of being. You understand that whatever it is, it's gonna be a dream. Like, you know, guys, that's the thing. That's the thing. You realize that everything is inside us. Everything is already inside us that exists in this universe. So when you elevate to higher states of consciousness, it's actually, I would describe it as, from what I understand, of course, not anything I can compare with myself, but the states I achieve, it's a very similar even mix of I just say some kind of psychedelic and some kind of stimulant, sort of, you know, stimulated this energy flow and focus, you know, nervous system stuff, really. And then this also like tint, that it is like many veils have been lifted and you just, everything is beautiful. You see like radiant light. All these days, guys, when I'm in this sort of state, everything is beautiful in a way different way. That, yeah, seeing green leaves, it's like this actual light coming out of it. And I see light from the sun, whatever it touches, it's like I can literally see how this is filled with life. I have an example that comes to mind, right? Wooden stair steps, and it's like it's an angle, so the sun is not going to hit all of them because there's a little bit of this going on with the stairs too. And so where on the steps, these kind of worn down wooden steps, the ones that are hit with light, it looks somehow like, yeah, like they were just alive then, full of life. and it's just so calm. It's like you get to reach these, like, what should I even use drugs for? It's like, yeah, if I drink some coffee and some nicotine, it does something to boost this kind of state even a little bit. But that's also, I went too far with that once in Greece. When I was in a similar state, I got jaws clenching just from freaking coffee. I drank too much of it and was more sensitive to it. But certain other things I feel like I would be numb to now. Yeah, it's very interesting with these altered states of being. So, yeah. And have you ever thought about how when you get surgery, you wake up basically breaking down? You wake up basically in the blink of an eye. So if you die, the universe basically dies with you because of the missing time perception. Uh, hmm. I need to reflect and digest that one before I have something to say. Like, but I listen. Nice that I get to listen a bit, because it's like I'm always the one that's supposed to respond. It's like I just can take in and listen. Have you ever thought? No, there was that one. Like, if you die and it would be just a blink of an eye, instantly reborn as something else without even knowing, but you were gone for trillions of years or whatever. Um, I don't know that it works like that, because I feel like I remember, when I started healing, I remembered things. I remembered, because see now when I heal more now, I pick certain words. Like in the beginning, I often say, when I start a story, it's not a conscious choice I made. And I often say, what I came into this world to do, that just flows out of me. So, finally remember what I came into this life to do. You understand? A blink of an eye, I think it's a journey. I think of the near-death experiences I've heard people tell. And yeah, I think it's a journey that probably feels like it's a different dimension. It's like beyond time, probably. And then you kind of land wherever you're supposed to land on a smaller level again, I guess. It may be, like you said, trillions of years and stuff. But my point is that it was a long time ago now. But clearly, I feel like I knew a bunch of stuff that I now know again, that I remember again now. Came into this world. When I came into this world. I'm just trying to think of anything more I felt as a little. One thing I can remember that I sort of forgot is like I know the exact place I was when it was talk about like dads and work and salaries, making money and stuff. And I was walking with my dad, because I kind of got like, okay, so his mission is sort of to go do some kind of work, some help people somehow, get money and like provide and that. And it's like, oh, one day I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna have a son and go and do all this. It was like I was looking forward to it when I was 4 years old. And I sort of forgot. And it turned into this toxic red pill masculinity. It's like, yeah, I would like that, trad woman and that. I'll be an asshole though. I don't live up to my own standards at all. Kind of not my morals, She shouldn't be a slut. I, in the meantime, though, want to just fuck girls. Yeah, let's not spend too much time on wherever I was going there. Ice Slippers say, games don't destroy your soul. No, I mean, it's all in moderation. We gotta have some pleasure, some outlets like that. Even when we're very healed, we can choose to do that. And for me, it's just that it's so much alignment with what I want to do. In your free time. It's like, yeah, well, a lot of what I do in my work time, I would like to do in my free time. And I just gotta kind of look out for myself at this point, almost like don't overdo. So in the end, what I want to do in my free time is like whatever I can do with someone I love, like someone close to me, someone more like a friend, more than a client situation, for instance, and just be as in we just don't have to stand next to each other and time passes by, but whatever we do, being together is the point. Relationship, that's what this universe is about. That's why we're in such a weird place now, where people are so disconnected from each other. Carblas 88. I seem to know everything technically, can keep it for a few days, but weekend comes and I feel rowing backwards these days. This sucks. This sucks, or do you suck, man? It's like, don't you see the pattern? Keep it for a few days, but weekend comes and I keep rolling back. You have to do something different with weekends, You have to see, look, this is a loop thinking, Coach Theo style. You get a short presentation. I really have to leave soon. So I'm trying to keep, to the hour max on this one, I guess. Then I'm going to go straight to bed. You're going straight to bed, Theo. No, but man, the loop. You have to know it's gonna come. The same situation's coming again. Okay, you're gonna get faced with the same issue. You're describing exactly the pattern now. I seem to know everything technically. You keep it for a few days. The weekend comes and I feel rowing backwards these days. This sucks. Oh, poor me. I totally see the pattern, but I don't do anything about it. It's like change something. You always look ahead. Okay, this happened. This is how it went wrong. This is how I went off script, my true script, my ideal script. How can I leg in? Now I start to put in Swedish words. How can I put in something in the loop? Some kind of preparation. Can I stay away from the kind of thing, the environment that made me go wrong? Can I, if it's in my home environment, can I not have that at home? So I'm not tempted, right? Okay, we try again. Okay, we try again. Say sorry, I'll do better next time every time, and you actually do better next time. Then you graduate. Don't just whine about having identified the exact loop and not changing anything in the loop. The loop thinking I gotta fucking get to work with just putting out that course. Am I gonna redo my entire course in this high state of being, and it's just gonna be really easy for me now because everything is just gonna flow? I'm not sure. I mean, the course is probably good enough, but the perfectionist in me is like, but now I upgraded, I can do even better. King of the Castle, what do you think about giving into an addiction to the point where you get sick of it? Like the old-fashioned way of being forced to smoke a whole packet of cigs to get sick of it. I mean, it depends. I've heard of people overdosing on heroin and doing it again, And so, because, I mean, I think it could happen, but I don't think it's a strategy you just choose to do. Almost like an excuse, like, oh, I'll just keep getting really high on whatever it is until I get like disgusted by it. Ayub Sahiri, I guess my solution at the moment is moderation. Tonight is when I'm fixing my sleep schedule, and I'm gonna limit my game time for 4 to 6 hours at the end of the day. Well, if you cannot change it more than that, if that's a boundary, if that's a rigid boundaries you have to have around that flexibility. It sounds like a lot to me, man. 4 to 6 hours. Still 1/6 to 1/4 of the day. Just playing a game that's not even real. When you have like this shit going on here. Yeah, it's like something got hijacked in you as a little boy. Realize whatever excitement you feel about these games, you're supposed to feel about being Ayub Sahiri. The ideal version of Ayub Sahiri. Look, man, I'm gonna give you a reading now. I'm gonna get to know something about your name. Ayub in Islam. Return to God. Come on, man. Return to God is sitting and playing the fake game in the game. Sahiri. A literal or apparent meaning, particularly in the context of Islamic jurisprudence. jurisprudence. Don't know that word. And Sufism, that I know. In Islam, it signifies the outward or manifest aspect of something, as opposed to the hidden or esoteric. The term also denotes a specific school of Islamic thought called the Zahiri school, which emphasizes a strict literal interpretation of the Quran and Sunnah. Literal meaning Zahiri, there we go. In general, usually Zahiri refers to something that is apparent, visible, or outwardly evident, okay? So it's quite masculine like that. In Sufism, it contrasts with batin, which refers to the inner, hidden, or esoteric meaning. Yeah, okay. For example, in Sufi thought, the Zahir is the physical world of bodies, while the batin is the world of souls. So really, it's like you're meant to do what you're doing or something. You're the fake game, not the spirit, not the real thing. That's what I'm getting from this, you know. Very focused on like nothing esoteric, nothing hidden, nothing spiritual. Just the fucking shell of the thing. The manifestation in 3D. So yeah, I guess you're supposed to play the game in the game. Because that's the thing, guys. What's right for you is not always what's right for someone else. If you do something like play video games for the right reasons, and the rest of your time is spent on the right things, it isn't necessarily the wrong thing. That's what Theo has done so much. He has always, for these 7 years, what he's trying to do is question everything and learn to do it as much as possible from a place of curiosity instead of hate and fear. Just be honest. Just be honest with yourself. Am I good at this or bad at this? Am I doing well with this or am I not? If I'm not doing good at it, can I improve? Is it the right time to improve? It's not always the right time. You know, keep questioning it. Is this true? Is this true? Do I see any truth in this? Should I update my perspective with this? Yeah. I'm gonna leave soon, guys. So maybe that was the right thing for you. I don't know. You know, with what I said in mind. I hope Sayre. After enlightenment, if we poorly manage our sexual energy, we get early stages of schizophrenia. It's what always ruining my sleep. This pressure in the pineal gland. Yeah, I'm actually gonna be able to sleep well today. I sense it. Let's see. Theo is king. Yeah, I'm a theoist. Chef. That's funny. What if enlightenment is no enlightenment? Yeah, I mean, part of enlightenment, honestly, is also embracing the fucking matrix here. There is that part too. It's a spiritual battle. But, you know, have some fun in the matrix. Like me, I'm just this is trolling energy here on stream. I'm just here with you guys. Done meme dump suspended until further notice. When and how did you turn Christian? I don't identify as Christian. Christ is king, but I'm not a Christian. Because there's so many Bible thumping Christians, you know. Christians of the intellect, not the heart. Amazing ASMR. Yeah. Void. In my country, it was 3:40 a.m. Where you live in? Yeah. Here, it's 11 p.m. now. so I'm gonna go to bed straight after this. I'm still being up later than I usually am, guys. Just because I can here now. We can be kings yet Christ is King of Kings. That's the idea, Krokalo. I mean, I don't think so. That's not my current view. Christ was, well, I guess, you know, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I can't know everything. But clearly, a highly enlightened individual, and like, it's just that why is Jesus the King of Kings? I'm not understanding that. It's like I just think he was the first one that did what we're supposed to do, sort of. So then many people, his ideas, his spirit, and his memes, his like just the impression of Jesus in this realm. Lots of other people's way to God is going to be influenced by that. But I feel like I'm just like the more closer I come to God, because I've always just viewed myself as a man of God, really. But the closer I come to God, I've always seen that I have overlap with Christians. But the closer I come to just God, I see like even more like the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I'm like so sure that I know exactly what it is, because I feel like that's what I'm having now, the Holy Spirit. That just right now I'm more of a low energy state, like getting tired actually, but that's perfect alignment with Theo's truth and the truth. Then it just flows. Then it just flows. The balance between that all-seeing consciousness and the little sun, Theo here. And then I get a beam of light down here and just it's just flow, divine flow. Yeah, chef, Theo is king. I'm Theo is it's funny. No, so why is Christ the King of Kings? I'm not getting that. And that's the thing. I refuse to just go along with not something I can't see is true. And I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I'm not seeing that that's true. Yeah, Chef says, Theo never disrespected Jesus. He says we can be uplifted. Like it just said, yeah, exactly, man. Here's a deep concept I came up with that you may like. Moderation in moderation. Some people have one burger, one soda, one cigarette, one beer. I think it's moderation, but hey, don't moderation. But they don't moderation in moderation. Yeah, you mean like that? But it's like the general idea, though, is that I mean because that can be that. Do you mean that you? Because you know what måttfullhet is a word in Swedish. That which one would how would I like to call that in English? I gotta go soon, guys, and I'm going to. It's like I'm reminding myself to not go over time too much. How do you say that? Like moderate. It's like the Swedish word måttfull. It's like it sounds differently. Moderate. It's like that you actually moderate, and it's kind of a virtue. The way I see it's like you're almost tricking Satan with certain thing. It's like you go into hell and take part of some pleasure that you didn't really need or something, but before it becomes like a bad pattern, you just get back and like, yes, I just took the little I could get. Man, I gotta go, guys. I quickly go through through your messages. I wish for wings. Evening, coach. Evening, bro. We had very interesting correspondence. I'm very curious. I haven't listened to the voice message you sent me, but I will. I always know when the time is right to do something right now. Probably tomorrow for you, but yeah, brother, I'll get back to you. Carbless 88. Today in Poland, we have Assumption of Holy Mary. I think it's too much on Mary instead of Jesus. Still, it's good to have a day off. I think it's too much on Mary instead of Jesus. I mean, I don't know. Have any resentment toward women there, buddy? Me, not saying that this is how it works. It's just one perspective you could have on how it works, It's interesting and can also be very scary to think about it. Yeah, man. I mean, scary. That's still, man. That's what I get from you. I know now, and you've healed a lot with your mom. But it's like everything. It's scary. Well, you're a man. You're a man, little bro. So the more you embrace that nothing is scary because you have to face it. It's like, yeah, intense, intense. But I'm curious on everything since I know I'm a man. And, that's why I trigger people because I'm actually fucking great and I want to be greater. I want to face everything that's difficult. That's my responsibility as a man. I'm more afraid of being a little bitch and failing at my duty, my God given duty to be a man. That's what I'm afraid of. And that in the end, therefore, anything can just be intense. It's like if I had to get the crap beaten out of me physically now, I'd be like, well, yeah, that's going to be intense. But if that's what has to happen, what can I do? Boyd, hey bro, you should come visit my country in Indonesia. I think you will find good opportunity for your content. Specifically visiting Bali is just the best place for tourists. Yeah, I mean, I know many people that have been to Bali, and many people tell me I would like it. I mean, I guess there are things, it's like I'm getting signals for Bali. It's not impossible, but there are certain events that need to play out first before I know what story to write. Ayub Sayeri, basically, you will pay the price as consequences of every detail of your actions. The harsh truth. Yeah. There's a lot here. I'm just gonna read the stuff. I will read it. I just want you to see that I read it. RSM Pride, did he already address the Christians? Brother, Islam says Allah is the great deceiver. Yeah, I mean, people say, I say that they call him the deceiver. If that's the case, it's like, why would they put that name on Allah? It's like, it's the religion of Satan. Carbless 88. Yeah, I know, I suck on this. Just was asking if I have some good idea how to get over this when you have motivation, but still failing. Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling you, man. You have to watch your patterns, predict now. You describe the pattern, you describe the loop, and it's like, okay, since I'm gonna be back in the same position, is there some moment in the loop that I can do a change that leads to a different timeline, a better timeline that I would prefer? You see, that's how it works. That's how Theo has improved on everything over these years. He has a certain loop. Maybe can't get everything perfect, or if he gets things perfect in the loop, at that point it's like, what more can I add into the loop to do better? And then, of course, the loop needs to change with motivation that comes and goes. Motivation, you could call the state I'm in now, like the highest state of motivation, because I don't even have to try to motivate myself to do something. I just like, yeah, download. Okay, it's time to record this video. Go record it. Let Theo speak. Just let Theo speak. Yeah. It's like I forget where I was going. Yeah, no, yeah. You have to be able to do that also. Know how much you can chew, so to say, when you're in a higher state and a lower state, no matter what your state of motivation is. Like you have to use the motivation well, and then when you lose it, you have to adjust accordingly so that you don't lose it altogether. Yeah, but go through the loop, get better and better timelines, get in on a better and better timeline of progress. Artisan Pride, do you believe that Christianity is the religion of Europeans? I don't care to identify stuff like that, really. Ayub Sahiri, I also don't identify as Muslim since I experienced ego death on 600 micrograms of acid. But the quote that Allah is the great deceiver comes after a verse about the evildoers deceiving. Something like evil avatars plan 100 steps, but God Allah plans 1,000-step type bullshit. RSM Pride, Jesus said specifically he's the only way. RSM Pride, not the metaphorical only. Well, what I Theo say is that Jesus was on a huge fucking ego trip when he said that, and he got struck down and had to pay the price. That's what I think. That's what I think. I can't say that I know it completely, but that's what seems most with the current information I have about the universe. That's what I think is most likely. Ayub säger, if you're a dogmatic Christian, I recommend reading Meister Eckhart's sermons. Rise and Pride, I have read Eckhart Tolle. Meister Eckhart. Yeah, I've read his book, the what is it called? Let Go, or whatever it's called. I have read that one, the big one. Ayub säger, if you're Chinese, I'd recommend you reading Tao Te Ching, but since you come from Christian background, Meister Eckhart is your way. You were talking to each other right now. I don't know. I'm not gonna do any of that. Rise and Pride, for what reason should I read those texts and not the Hagakure or another text? I don't know that. Ayub säger, because you have a natural bias toward Christianity if you grew up Christian, and it's okay. Since God is infinite and the paths to God are also infinite, there is a reason I have bias. Christianity is the religion and belief. It's just floating together, all of this. Well, you guys are just arguing now, which is fine, but I'm tired now. I gotta go to bed, guys. I'll see you most definitely on another stream in the weekend, probably. I just don't know when. But you see, when I will usually go live in the afternoon for me up until the evening time. That span is where it would be within. Within that span, be the man that can, the man with a plan. Peace.